My next guest has appeared on many TV shows, including Penn and Teller, as well as 8 seasons of Masters of Illusion. He has set records in Las Vegas, performed all over the world, and he's been named Magician of the Year and Illusionist of the Year. I want you to welcome the amazing Greg Gleason.
Thank you.
Greg, welcome. We're happy to have you here. Great to see you.
This is going to be a blast.
You know, it is, as long as you don't do anything to me. That's the key.
No. You know
That's
what?
what's most important.
We're going to recreate an illusion that was first performed over, actually 100 years ago this year. 1921 was the first time this was performed, and I need someone from the audience. So I think we have someone right here. Hi there, what's your name?
Hey, Gina.
Gina, hi, come on up here, Gina.
Gina, are you really brave?
If you would step right over here by the governor.
Okay.
Gina, we are going to perform a classic in magic. This is called the Sawing the Woman in Half illusion. The Sawing the Woman in Half illusion. Now, you know what? I'm going to have you just lay down right here. If you would, just sit down right there and then just lay back. Perfect.
Are you heavily insured,
Excellent.
Gina?
Oh, goodness. Yes.
There we go. I'm just going to place these stocks right over you, Gina, just like this. That way, Mike, she can't change her mind and sneak out of here.
Women tend to change their
we're
minds.
We're all set. Now, before we get started,
okay.
Very important, I'm going to have to hypnotize her. Once she's hypnotized, you can feel absolutely no pain. So all you have to do is look into my eyes. On the count of 5, you're going to fall into a deep, deep hypnotic trance. Watch me close. 1, your eyes are getting very heavy. 2, you are getting very sleepy. 3, your eyes are getting heavier. 4, sleepier. 5, sleep. She is now in a deep, deep hypnotic state. If I snap my fingers, she'll wake up, she'll look right at me. See, she must be hypnotized. She follows every instruction perfect. Okay, now that we have her all set up, we only need one more thing, Mike.
Hey.
A saw.
We do need a saw.
We do need a saw
to
saw the woman in half. Exactly. And I think we have, you know what? There's a saw right there. Check that out. That's not an ordinary saw. That is a big tree saw. That's a bow saw. That's very sharp.
It's really sharp.
Be very careful with it. And you know what? I'm just going to place these saw right in the stalks, just like, you know what? You want to check that out? Make sure that's sharp. Be careful.
Yep,
Look okay?
Sharp.
Great. We're just going to place that.
Do you have a good lawyer, Gina?
Right in there like that. Lock it in. Now, she's hypnotized. She can feel absolutely no pain. You know, the first time this was actually performed, the first time it was performed, the magician sawed a man in half. Guess what?
He really did it?
Nobody cared. It wasn't until he sawed a woman in half. Famous illusion.
There you go.
Now, if you would put your hands right up here on those dried blood stains. Perfect. Just hold on tight right there. Hold on tight. Now, here we go. And kids, do not try this at home. I am a trained professional. Look right at me. You know, she reminds me a lot of my ex-wife. What sign are you?
Pisces.
Pisces. So was my ex-wife. What month were you born?
February.
February. So was she.
Oh.
Are you a cross-country skier?
No.
No. Neither was she. She didn't have any legs. Tell you what, Mike.
Gina, you're not going to be half the woman you once were after this.
Just in case, Mike, we just hold on to her legs just like that.
All right.
So here we go.
It's just so she doesn't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, sawing a woman in half. You'll also know there's wooden strips in the front and the back.
I see that.
That way we can see the progress of the saw as it's going through Gina's body. Watch close. Sawing a woman in half. Here we go.
Oh.
Did you feel that, Gina?
Only a little.
No, you didn't, because we only went through the first pegs. You can see that actually was cut in half.
Yes.
The next few minutes, you might feel a little bit of tingling, but don't worry, because you're hypnotized. Here we go. Sawing a woman in half all the way through her body, all the way down.
Whoa!
Relax. Go ahead and take your hands off. I'm just going to take those stalks off your body. Uh-oh.
She's alive.
She's alive, but I made one mistake.
What did you do?
I actually healed her before I took the saw out.
Oh.
Would you hold on to my hands and go ahead and slowly sit up? And you'll notice that saw went right through Gina's body. Let's have a big hand for Gina.
Wow.
Thank you very much, Gina. And
Let's
that's
hear it
it.
for Gina. Let's come over and visit. You know,
Wow, thanks for helping me
I'm
with that.
trying to figure this all out, but you've done things all the way from card tricks
Yes.
to making a helicopter appear.
Absolutely.
Now, how do you do, well, you're not going to tell me how you did it, but
I could tell you, but then I'd
then you
have
had to kill me.
so we can't do that.
You have to saw me in half, and I don't want to be sawed in half. So what made you, as a kid, say, I want to be a magician?
You know what? There was a TV series on in the 70s. It was called The Magician.
Yeah.
And it starred Bill Bixby, and it was the coolest show because he lived on a 747. He drove a Corvette. He had a show in Las Vegas. He was driving around his Corvette, going to the show in Las Vegas on his phone. And you know what? 2 years ago, I've done several shows in Vegas, but in 2018, I was driving down the street to Bally's in my Corvette, talking on my phone. I go, I've become that fictional character.
You're Bill Bixby. You've made it.
I have.
Do you have a favorite trick that you like to do? An illusion?
I have so many favorites.
Yeah.
Because I like so many different kinds of magic. I like the grand illusions.
Yeah.
I do an illusion where a girl floats on a water fountain. It's beautiful. But then I do some mind reading. I love that. I do close-up magic. And so
Let's do something while
Can I
we're
show you
sitting
some
here.
close-up magic?
Yeah, I'd love to
Okay.
see it. As long as you don't saw me in half.
No, we...
Okay.
Have you ever heard of the three-card Monte, the sidewalk shuffle, chase the ace, find the lady?
Don't know that I have.
It's an old gambling game. It
Okay.
actually was played with 3 cards, but the first time I actually saw it performed, the 3-card Monte was played with 4 cards. What's up with that? The 3-card Monte with 4
Okay.
cards. Now, the guy said the first card is the ace of clubs.
Okay.
He said that's the one to keep your eye on. He said don't worry about the other 3 cards because they're all blank. 3 blank cards and 1 ace. But remember, this is called the 3-card Monte. So the guy said, look, I'm only going to use 2 blank cards and 1 ace. So
Okay.
he took the ace and he placed it right in the middle, just
All
like
right.
that. And then he mixed them up once, twice, 3 times. He fanned them out. I watched close. He said, which one do you think it is? I said, I think it's the middle one. He said, no, Greg, you're not paying attention. You see, all 3 of these cards are blank and the ace is right there on the table. I said, wait a second. Do that again. He said, watch, I'll do it again. He goes, look, this time I'll really lay a blank there. This time, he goes, look, I'll really take the ace of clubs. It really goes in the center, just like that. Again, he mixed them up. I watched close once, twice, 3 times. Again, he fanned them out. He said, which one is it this time? I said, this time it has to be the middle one. He said, no, Greg, you're not paying attention. You see, all 3 of these cards are blank, and the ace is right there on the table. I said, wait a second. I said, you're going way too fast. He said, watch, I'm going to do this really slow. He goes, look, there's 1, there's 2, there's 3 blank cards. I'm going to lay one of the blanks on the table. I'm going to take the ace and place it right in the center, just like that. Again, he mixed them up once, twice, 3 times. Again, he fanned them out. He said, which one is it this time? I said, you're not going to fool me 3 times. It's right there on the table. He just shook his head and said, Greg, this time you should have said the middle, or you could have said the top, or you could have said the bottom. And that's why you never play the 3-card Monte.
That is amazing. I'm
Thank you.
sitting this
Right
close.
there.
I'm watching the cards. I'm really trying to pay attention. And I just think something weird just happened with those cards. See, I love that kind of stuff. And, you know, a lot of people say, is that a sorcerer? No. It's just an illusion, but I don't understand how on earth you did it.
Well, that means I did my job. So.
You did your job. It's got to be a lot of fun, entertaining people in something that is wholesome and fun from kids to adults.
It is.
Who doesn't love a magician?
And everywhere in the world. Doesn't matter what language they speak or anything. So magic's a universal entertainment.
Next time, I want you to cut Keith in half, okay? We'll do that. But don't bring him back. We just cut him in half and send half of him home, and we'll keep the rest for later. All right, Keith, why don't you tell us how we can see more from this wonderful magician, Greg Gleason?
I was thinking more in terms of Trey, but for a lot more great magic tricks from Greg Gleason, visit his website, GleasonMagic.com, and check him out on social media.